Well, hello everybody, my name's Nick C here. Welcome to a special video here wherever you are watching and even on any platform. And we cross over to a final speech of all time, named, of course, in a county called Norfolk. It's actually Great Yarmouth, and of course these pictures have been taken from probably about 2023 to 2024. We start at the Wellington Pier, and we've got some slideshows for you there to start off with, and that will then cross over to a finest little town in Norfolk called Thetford, which we then cross over to, and of course I explain about this beautiful spoons that I visited, as well as the town itself. Might have some pictures of that, and then we cross over to the Embassy Hotel, which of course we did visit at some stage, and that was between 23 and 24. So yes, let's cross over to Great Yarmouth right now. So I'm in the Wetherspoons or Wetherspoons actually, as it's pronounced, of Red Lion in Thetford, the famous pub that I actually had a photograph with Tim Martin, the chairman of Wetherspoons chain. Of course, there is a photograph of that on a group. So yeah, at the moment I'm actually drinking a Bud Light here with, of course, a shandy sort of feeling, which is giving it a flavour and not making me drunk, and also the Chroma Extra, of which of course I'm almost spilling, but yeah, it's got a little bit of a lemon with it here. And I've got myself a sausage and mash, well actually 3 sausages and mash here, and I'm actually going to give you a mark out of 10, or give it a mark out of 10 for the food itself. I have to ask for butter sometimes at some or most locations of spoons, but when you get asked, as long as you get a polite service, which is what I've received so far. I got a check back which was slightly earlier than anticipated before I even ate the meal, but I'm going to give it a mark out of 10 in just a moment. Just have a look at the food so far. Watch this. By the way, this is refreshing, I've got to say that. So I've already half eaten it already, but of course I've opted for the mayonnaise, which you can just about see behind the beer there, and ketchup, and added a bit of pepper to it as well. I can put tartar sauce, although of course not everybody's favourite. And of course I got myself on request 2 butters, which were actually ones that weren't melted. Sometimes they give them to you which is melted. They put them in the fridge on some sort of locations, and today they did, so I've got to give them an excellent mark for that. So yeah, I've got ketchup with that as well, peas, and you can see some of the mash here melted in with the butter. It's quite nice with the mash there. Look at that, it's just really good taster sort of feeling. Very good texture, and the gravy goes with it as well. It already comes automatically with it, so you'll get the gravy with the sausage, or the 3 sausages and mash and peas. You don't get the gravy pot separately. It probably takes a lot of washing up, that kind of thing. So there we have it. Got my laptop right next to the plug in case I need a plug to switch it in to charge my laptop on. As it goes, I don't really need to do that at the moment. I prefer the mouse, which is fixed to the laptop, because my mouse pad won't work at the moment. That I believe is the manager walking around there. It does look like a manager from here, but he was very, very polite. I've got to say that. The politest manager I've ever come across in Wetherspoon so far. I've given him a 10 out of 10 so far. So I'm going to crack on and eat this because it'll get cold otherwise. And of course the drinks at this sort of time of year in summer is brilliant to have because it really is refreshing. You don't even need ice with it because it's already cool from the pumps, I believe, and it's clean pumps as well. And some pumps, the alcohol wasn't very good. Anyway, I've been told by moderator Nicole, who has her own channel, to stay safe as it comes up on the screen. Keep getting flashes here and chill out. I am chilling out, absolutely doing that very thing and doing videos at the same time. So I'm going to crack on and eat this and I'll give you a mark out of 10, okay, when I've finished it, okay? See you in a bit. So what mark am I going to give the sausage and mash, or 3 sausages and mash? Well, actually, I'm going to give it a 10 because it was absolutely excellent service. Although, of course, the manager has been walking around up and down, wondering what I'm doing, but of course, that's like that with all managers, isn't it? But, you know, not to sort of say he's done anything wrong, but, of course, yeah, very polite service towards the whole of the process of today's visit. Sometimes I do these visits alone, and sometimes I bring a partner with me, or just maybe a friend. Sometimes I bring someone with me, whoever that is. Could be a relative, could be a friend, could be just a partner. But of course, sometimes I do these Sometimes I do these videos alone. Anyway, of course, thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. So my rate is 10 out of 10. It's a gorgeous meal that I've had. For the price that I pay for it, for what you'd expect for Wetherspoon, especially in the area of Thetford, which is in between Norfolk and Suffolk apparently. It's on the borderline. But, you know, it's in a comfortable, lovely area, and I can't say any more than that. It's just a lovely atmosphere in here, and it always has been since I've been here. It's nice and cool in here. It's not too hot, which is quite nice for this time of the year. And I recommend coming over here, definitely, on that note. Right, it's been Wednesday the 14th of August 2024. I've just done my short TikTok live earlier to update people. I'm going to crack on and finish my donut extra, which came with the meal anyway. Normally you would pay about $3.99, so near enough £4 for the pint of Corona Extra with the little bit of lemonade on top. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that image racing through your mind right now. Until next time, take care. Thanks for watching from Thetford, in between Suffolk and Norfolk, apparently so. Peace out for now, TTFN. these cups here, although we've had to wash them here. We've got 3 in total, but I would say, even though that looks a bit dirty, that's probably on my fault here because I've been drinking it a lot of times. But of course, yeah, I've drunk more coffee than tea because of the plant-based tea, and you get 3 of them here because you can have literally 3 people in this room. And I like the size of it as well, which of course means that you don't drink so much of it. Very, very helpful. And that's where you would normally get all the teas and coffees just there, and we did have sugar as well, and that's the kettle. That's the only problem, we don't have you know, a plug just up here, which could have been more useful than actually down there. You can see that, you know, it's quite small. Can you see that? Yeah. And the bins weren't actually emptied yesterday, or even the beds made. You can see that, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. Sometimes they don't do that in hotels on the next night you stay. They do it towards the end, I think, when everyone leaves. Finally, of course, we had to ask for these spoons, by the way, and of course, quite nice actual spoons actually. They look like this, and they're quite shiny. And this one looks a bit different actually. Looks like a normal standard spoon, whereas that one looks like a baby spoon, doesn't it? Can you tell the difference? It's a nice little bowl to put your tea and coffees and of course your sugars and sweeteners or whatever you got to call it. It's a nice little kettle as well. We had to boil it a few times, and we had to use our extension lead literally just to boil it a couple of times. So yeah, just in case you do have a nice day here at the embassy, this is the way to actually open the door. You put it this way here, not the other way around, it's this way in, and you feed the key through that. It's got a swipe card here, and it's number 12, by the way. And the swipe card is for the outside, by the way, the outside doors. You turn it that way, and the door should open. It's number 12 here. Okay. So that's how the door will open. You turn it to the right there. Very easy getting the signals there. We've got to go now, but of course not often we film things when we have to leave. That's 12A. No, there's no 13. There's 11, but there's 12A. I wonder why there's no 13. So I've got to go through the corridor here, and there's one flight of stairs just behind that door as we exit downstairs. Another flight of stairs just down here. We've got to literally go down these stairs here. Just a few stairs here. I can hear Dave talking down there. That's the hotel receptionist. That's nice. Because bedrooms from 1 to 12 in this direction. Bedrooms 8 to 1 in this direction.